Welcome to beautiful Busch Gardens, Tampa. A delightfully different kind of family entertainment. This tropical haven was created expressly for your viewing pleasure. So we invite you to join our many friends from all over the nation for an enjoyable experience. Your tour begins at the entranceway to the brewery. Then it's a thrilling ride up the Stairway to the Stars, one of the longest single escalators in the world, which takes you to the very threshold of an interesting tour through the brightly clean surroundings of one of America's most modern breweries and the southern home of Budweiser, Michelob, and Busch beers. Following the brewery tour, you begin your descent into this tropical haven. It's soon apparent why each year over 3 million visitors come here to enjoy these fabulous surroundings. There are more than 1,500 specimens of birds inhabiting Busch Gardens, Florida, and perennial favorites are the spectacular macaws, of which there are 5 species here: the green-wing, hyacinthine, military, blue and gold, and the scarlet species. Many of the birds are free to wander at will. And some of the larger species are housed in this gold anodized space frame, where they have room to move about freely. Everybody agrees it's difficult to take a bad picture in Busch Gardens, Tampa. And in the posing area, everybody gets into the act. When it's time to reload your camera, a novel tree trunk darkroom is located nearby. It's refreshment time. A time to visit the focal point of the gardens, the Hospitality House. Here, you have a choice of relaxing in the fresh air with a sample of Anheuser-Busch's fine beers, or enjoying the comfort of the spacious air-conditioned interior. Refreshed, you are anxious to resume your sightseeing, for much lies ahead, such as a pleasant interlude in an enchanting setting. Or a humorous interval with Percy, the playful penguin. In a tucked-away corner of these lavish gardens, you encounter the fascinating inhabitants of a land of make-believe. Now, you exchange the spell of make-believe enchantment for a real-life spell cast by the spectacular flamingos on parade. There seems to be every kind of bird imaginable here. Some fly freely. Others glide lazily along the many lagoons. Some birds dwell in golden cages. And there are many who are born comics. Some even whistle at pretty girls. It's showtime. The regularly scheduled Busch Gardens Bird Show is truly an outstanding attraction. And no wonder, with such headliners as the very talented macaws and cockatoos. Looks as if this fella is counting the house. How would you like to top this one? Or how's this one for a scene stealer? Well, the cockatoos are going to try with a display of their dramatic talents. The fair princess is locked in the burning castle of the wicked knight. And she is saved by the handsome prince just in the nick of time. After completing the first half of the tour, you join the throngs of satisfied and happy sightseers who now are heading for a totally different kind of experience. An adventure calculated to make you tingle with excitement. And it's only a short train ride away. But first, it's lunchtime, and a time that promises a delightful surprise. It's the very charming Old Swiss House restaurant, a bit of Switzerland recreated for your enjoyment. Here you can enjoy a wide range of expertly prepared foods in an atmosphere of old-world romance. An outstanding feature of the patio dining area is that from here you have a panoramic view of the entire wild animal kingdom, the second major feature of the fabulous Busch Gardens, Tampa. Which you can also view from a stroll-along walkway or explore by means of a safari car, which departs from this monorail terminal. You elect to take the monorail ride, and your enthusiasm is really running high. For soon you will be brought face to face with wild animals from the entire continent of Africa. Safari ho! Right into the very heart of the African veldt. You are now a member of one of the most unique safaris ever to explore a wild animal domain. For here the animals are permitted to roam freely, but the passengers are caged. Ordinarily, gorillas and chimpanzees don't get along, but here on Ape Island, these otherwise unfriendly types are living together successfully. Through the use of moats, rivers, and lakes, the ferocious animals are separated from the more compatible species. Stay very alert. We're in the Serengeti Plains. Look. Don't be fooled by the gentle appearance of the wildebeest. Actually, they're extremely ferocious. When you think of survival, give the ostriches plenty of room because they can fight viciously with their powerful legs. But friendly and curious are the giraffes. Perhaps he's thinking, gee, they certainly have short necks. You know, the Wild Animal Kingdom has one of the largest collections of antelope in the nation. What a leap. Look quickly. It's Barbary sheep climbing Little Kilimanjaro. The pudgy pygmy hippo is the biggest little fella in the veld. He'd better not get too close to the Cape buffalo, because big game hunters regard the Cape buffalo as the most dangerous of all animals. Here's a real treat. It's an okapi. Take a good look, because it's one of the rarest animals in the world. You don't have to be told twice to be careful of the white rhinos. Once they've started to charge, practically nothing can stop them. And when it's speed rather than bulk that spells survival, the cheetah has no competition. Near the end of day, the undisputed title holder in the art of camouflage is the zebra. As your safari heads homeward, you are able to get a good look at the world's largest land animal. Truly a favorite with both adults and children. Well, it's journey's end for your safari. And undoubtedly, you will have many glowing accounts to report of your beautiful experiences and wonderful thrills. But please remember, as exciting and beautiful as this adventure may have been, nothing can replace an actual visit to these fabulous gardens. So for an entertaining and thrilling treat of a lifetime, we ask you to visit us personally at the fabulous Busch Gardens of Tampa, Florida.